it's occurred to me that there's been one person talking some trash by the name of Danny Haley. I don't know if he's a young guy or if he's an old guy. But you see, I got a question. Who is Danny Haley? I mean, what does Danny Haley do, honestly? You see, Poncho knows everybody. You see, Poncho knows Cal Belcher. He knows Jonathan Pittman. He knows Jolie Jefferson. He knows Jordan Marshall. He knows Ronda Rousey. By the way, Ronda, a great debut at the Royal Rumble. He knows Randy Orton. He knows all the NBA stars past and present. He knows all the church pastors and preachers around the world. He knows all the women and ladies around the world. But you see, there's one person that Poncho doesn't know. And that's Danny Haley. Danny, what do you do exactly? We'll never know. But I'll tell you this. It occurred to me, Danny, that you had something apparently you wanted to say or wanted to start up. Now, I don't have no issues with you because personally, I don't know you. I don't know who you are. I don't know what you all about. Now, if you're a young punk, if you're a young person, and you are just trying to get in, you just trying to knock me down, hey, I can understand that because in my days in high school or middle school, I would have done the exact same thing, Danny. I ain't player hating at you if you're a young person. But if you are an older person, if you're like in your 50s and 60s and you're talking about me, a young kid, shame on you! Shame on you, man! If you're an older person, man, see, I get it where it says we have to respect our elders. Hey, I get that, man. I respect, love everybody around the world. But at the same time, man, if you old, whatever, and you about out your prime, you gotta respect your elders and younger people too. I mean, I don't know what the deal is with you talking about me. If it's because I did something in my past, or if you got something against me, if you got a grudge against me, or if you know something about me, hey, now let's settle it though. Hey, but I ain't gonna fight you. I ain't gonna be here and talk a lot of trash about you or nothing like that. See, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sit back, I'm gonna relax, and I'm gonna let the Lord, good God Almighty, handle it, because He the only person that can handle this more than I can. So you want to talk about me? You want to talk about me? And then keep on talking. Keep on player hating. But let me remind you, this is your first and only warning. And I'm gonna give you a pass on what exactly? I'm gonna give you a pass on previous talks about me. You're probably one of the reasons why my ratings went down. So, hey, I'm all cool, I'm all fine with that. But this is your first and only warning. Because do you know what happens when you mess with Poncho Blazin ATM? Do you? Do you? Do you? Do you know what happens when you mess with Poncho Blazin ATM? I'll tell you what happens. You most likely will never get heard from again. You most likely will never get mentioned again. And you most likely will never be seen from again. I'm not talking about I take down people or nothing like that. Just ask a couple of people from Harlan County High School what happens when you mess with Poncho Blazin ATM. Ask a couple of people from U-Pike what happens when you mess with Poncho Blazin ATM. Ask some of my closest friends and family around the world what happens. And they will all tell you that when you mess with Poncho Blazin ATM, you go down deep in the fire. And I ain't talking about where you cook oatmeal and grits either. So, your first and only warning, I suggest you use it very wisely.